他在跟你出来外面都这么安静吗？
When you visit your friend with him, and he's always so quiet.
Yes, when many people then first he likes to sit and just look.
很多人的时候。
But he's more like when he knows everybody and he's more often than in the beginning.
Okay. Good morning, every Buddha. Good morning. Yeah. 我喜欢讲道完的话。
People like to talk in the opposite way.
因为早上的时候就是晚上要来，晚上的讲早上的时候是早上真的要来。
Because at nighttime, actually, it's the preparation for the morning, and in the morning is the preparation for the nighttime.
所以那个东西是一对的。
And everything comes in pair.
So 今天晚上有什么游戏要玩？
So what is the game you would like to play tonight?
You first time come here, so good game. Everything's game 啊，不要严肃就是对了。
Just don't take it seriously.
Knowledge. 这里每天早上我都会听到小孩子的声音。
In the morning here, Cuckoo always
Sometimes.
sometimes hear the voice of children.
全世界的小孩子在3岁以前的声音表达的能量都是一样的，完全一样。
Children in the whole world have the same energy before they are 3 years old. From their voice, you hear their energy is exactly the same.
我不要，
I don't want.
或者是I don't like。小孩子很直接的，呀。
They are very direct.
就在3岁以前，所有的语言都是一样，甚至于他不会讲话，所反映出来的东西都是一样。
So before a child is 3 years old, and then his energy is very similar to each other.
所以小孩子是没有国度的。
So there's no nationality among these little kids.
全世界只要3岁的小孩子是小孩子，你都可以看到你纯真的你自己。
And you can see your own innocence in every little kid.
Before 以前我有3个孩子。
现在还是吧。
我
Cuckoo has 3 children.
以前我是生意人。
And before he was a businessman.
非常累，工作非常累，很多压力。
Hard working, very busy.
回来看到小孩子这种天真，什么都消失掉。
And whenever he went home and he saw the innocence of his children, the little kids, and then he feel the tiredness is gone.
所以那是你的本性。
Because you can see your own nature in the little kid.
所以我常常会跟父母亲说，对孩子来讲，现在你不是他的妈妈，你应该是他的姐姐。
So Cuckoo always says to the mother, or the mother of the child, Cuckoo said, "You are not his mother. You are his elder sister."
有时候要跟他学习。
And sometimes you have to learn from him.
他就变成你的师傅。
And then at that moment, he's your master.
因为他没有对错好坏。
Because a little kid does not have any sense of good and right, good and wrong, good and bad, right and wrong.
他教你这个，
Yeah, and that's what he can teach you.
啊，你教他一些常识，
And you teach him some common sense.
所以是互相教的。
So you teach each other.
所以你只能大他2岁或1岁。
So you are only 1 year or 2 years older than him.
有时候他问为什么，你说我也不知道，我们一起学好了。
So sometimes when he asks you why, and you say, I don't know either, maybe we have to learn together.
然后带他去知道，
And then lead him to recognize it.
然后这个小孩子就他的成熟的过程就会从一个真正从生活里面学习到，而不是从知识上。
In this way, the child will learn through real action, not only through this input of the knowledge.
这是塑胶的，
This is plastic.
这是玻璃的。
This is glass.
比如说，他想玩这个，
For example, when the kid likes to play with this,
你说这个可以玩，这个不可以。
if the parent just say to him, this you can play with, this you cannot.
但是我教孩子不是这样教，
But then Cuckoo before, he didn't teach his child in this way.
我叫他拿这个上去，到楼上去。
He would he told his child to bring 2
丢到地上，
and then drop to the ground.
他就知道什么可以玩，什么不可以玩。
And when both of them drop to the ground, the child would recognize which one can be broken, which one cannot be broken.
从那个一个小小的杯子就可以教导他，哦，他就知道这个是玻璃，这个是塑胶。牺牲一个玻璃就他能懂。
So you only have to pay a little cost, but you can teach your children by showing him that he can go for his own experience.
我教孩子都是让他先懂，从常识懂，而不是从知识懂。
This is the way to show your child to learn through common sense, not to learn through knowledge.
这个小孩子以后就会不一样。
And then this child will grow up differently.
我3个孩子，前面第1个跟第2个的教育比较不是像那么的这样的教育，是用比较知识型的。第3个孩子完全用这种教育，完全不一样。
He taught his 3 children in different way. The first 2, he taught them in more traditional way, more approach of knowledge. But to the youngest one, the youngest child, he taught him more through this kind of experimental and experience. And so the youngest child grew up different from his elder sister and brother.
还有独立，有创造性。
He becomes more independent and more creative.
比较不会没有依赖。
Less dependent.
做妈妈不容易。
It's not easy to be a mother.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to be with here in Germany sometimes, I find. Because when you're outside, everything is so controlled. You have to do this, you have to do that. Nothing astray. And yeah, sometimes it's difficult to go this way.
Yeah.
It starts already in children's gardens, at the preschool. I don't know where to put him really, because everything is like so much in concept. I don't like it
是
either.
德国整个环境是这样子，你很难说没有资源啊。也就是说，像从幼稚园开始，老师学校就已经设定了，你这样行，这样不行。所以他说很困难，就是照你说的那种方式去养他，因为这个孩子他整个环境就是这个样
This
子。
true. my younger son said. So my younger son, the teacher, told me every time, say, your son difficult for this school. It's true. But no problem. Yeah, no problem. Later, and then my younger son, he don't like to school and then stay at the house. And then he said, okay, today I might to go to school and then to school.
Yeah.
So in teacher it's impossible to say, oh, you every day come, no comes no good. But me support my younger son. So he teacher every time look mean. It's true. Yeah. Yeah. 啊，现在已经开放了嘛？你小孩子就是在这边教育不好，你可以到其他的国家也不一样。现在比较开放。
Now the society is more open. If you find this school is too strict, you can transfer him to other school, to a more open one.
但是其实最重要的是父母亲比学校还重要，不是小孩子生出来是属于国家或社会的教育的责任，而且是父母亲开始的。
But actually, the influence from the parents is more important than the influence from school, because children belong to you, not belong to the society or school.
Yeah. 所以用孩子要很尊重。
And you have to treat a child with respect.
And then 要我们小孩子，我们的父母亲都会说哦，很困难，很困难。啊，我们小孩子就是这样被社会教育出来，所以成为门徒之后，很多人就对他父母亲很大的愤怒，就这样。
Our parents also felt difficult to give us freedom, and so many of us became sannyasi, and then became rebellious against our parents.
Yeah, it's true. 有没有其他问题？
Any other question?
Last evening, I had the feeling last evening there was the Spanish guy sitting here,
Yeah.
and he exactly described also his situation, also my situation, and brings it to the point where other teachers give meditation technique, other teachers are giving, you do this, you do that, and Cuckoo doesn't do that. So the question in him arises, and in me also, what to do? Even when I know it's not a question of doing, it's a question of being.
昨天晚上那个西班牙人他不是问说他的状况，记不记得他讲他的状况？他说其实他状况也是一样。然后别的老师会教说你做这个静心，做那个静心，然后你就叫人家不要做静心。所以他说，所以同样的问题他也会发生同样的问题，虽然他知道说不是做什么的问题，是你怎么活的问题，他知道，可是他仍然还是会有这种疑问。
Yeah. 那是头脑的疑问。
So that's the question of the mind.
但你不是头脑。
But you are not the mind.
你看，那这个小孩子现在他只是在学习的时候，他有头脑，他是整体的能量。
You just look at the child because now he is learning, and then he's just looking around, and this kind of energy of learning is from his total being, not just from the mind only.
你没有发现他现在就是那个静心的品质？
Don't you see that now he's very meditative?
His big eyes.
他没有对错好坏。他没有对错跟好坏。
He just look, and without good or bad, right or wrong.
你可以像他这样看一个人。
Can you look at someone like this?
眼睛不会眨。
With the wide open eyes?
没有恐惧。
No fear?
只是看。
Just looking?
没有思考。
No thinking?
你那个东西是头脑在思考。
And what you say is the thinking of your mind.
which comes during the day again and again into the game.
Into the
In the game.
in the game.
In the game of the daily play.
他说，在白天的游戏里面，这种问题他会一再一再的出来。
So I wrote a poem this week, a poetry poem, and I wrote during the moment of, by example, a world record. A runner is running more fast than every it happens. During this, no thought. Each thought takes energy. During the happening, no thought. Later, after the happening, the ego gives interview.
他写了一首诗，他说，像那个创造世界纪录的那个赛跑选手啊，他创造纪录的时候，他是没有思考的。然后呢，就说因为每一个思考都会消耗到一些能量，然后呢，所以在每一个发生的时候，实际上是没有思考的。可是，在每个发生之后呢，就会有思考。
So it's always the ego is always coming later on back. Hello, here I am.
啊，都是自我事后就头脑他会说，哎，我在这儿啦。
所以为什么一个小孩子他们为什么那么说完整？
That's why a little kid looks so complete.
为什么在性的那个高潮为什么那么完整？
That's why adults feel their own completeness only in the sex, in the fucking.
因为那个时候没有思考。
Because they don't think in fucking.
那个没有思考的时候的力量，才会爆发像这样的爱的神圣的礼物。
And because no thinking in the fucking, and then so there would be explosion into such holy gift of a new life. So.
所以为什么小孩子在就是那个没有思考的情况之下所爆发出来的能量，所以我们称为爱。
So a baby is the outcome of no thinking. So that's why we call the baby a gift of love.
所以那个时候是没有思考的。
Because at that moment, both of them are not thinking at all.
爸爸喝醉酒，喝了酒回到家来，一直想要跟他太太做爱。
The father was drunk and coming home, and he wanted to fuck his wife.
他说外面下雪，又那么冷，小孩子刚睡，又他们睡同一个被单。
And the wife said, "Oh, the weather is so cold, and look, we share the same blanket with our child, so don't do it, please.
好冷。
It's very cold."
他就说我不管。
But the husband said, "No, I just won't.
我想做。
I won't."
他老婆说 ：“OK， 快做，小孩子不要吵到小孩子。”
And the wife said, "Okay, do it, but quick."
然后他现在一直在做的时候，一直问他：“你快乐吗？你快乐吗？”
But the husband fucking her and keeping asking her, "Are you happy? Do you feel happy?"
他老婆说：“你赶快了，等一下找到孩子。”
And the wife said, "Hurry, hurry, don't disturb the child."
她老公就一直问：“你快乐吗？”
But still, the husband asking her, "Do you feel good?"
然后他儿子就说了：“妈妈，你快说你快乐吗？不然我好冷。”
And finally, the child spoke to the mother, "Mom, say you're happy quick because I'm so cold."
就小孩子最天真。
Children are very innocent.
很小。
They are small.
他只知道冷。
They know they feeling cold.
他怎么说
How can he say?
所以我们常常没有思考，你停止呼吸，那我 思考就停止，
And when you hold your breath, your thinking stop.
然后继续呼吸又来，
But when the breathing begins, and then the thinking also begins.
再来就是你速度很快的时候，你跑很快的时候，全然强烈的呼吸，使用很多的呼吸的时候，它也会停止思考。
Or when you are breathing very fast, and you are using your body totally, and also the thinking will stop.
所以，任何奥运冠军的人，或者是他们达到极限的人，他们都是使用自然的能量，让头脑空掉，然后那个爆发力才出来，那么他们办法破纪录。
So all the world record creator or breaker, they create such records through their own explosion of the energy.
所以你的呼吸很短，你的呼吸很慢，很慢，很慢，头脑就跟着慢。
And when you breathe very slowly, your mind also works slowly.
但是你停止呼吸的时候，头脑就跟着停。
And when you hold your breath, your mind also stopped.
再来就是运动员，全部所有的细胞全部吸收到氧气的时候，那么才有办法爆发出没有头脑。
And it happened to the sportsmen when every cell of their body is full of oxygen, and when this oxygen explodes, they are also in the no mind state.
再来就是性，
And then in the fucking, in sex,
所以每个人一直想到没有头脑，就是从那个头脑能量拉回到身体。因为在做爱的过程里面是整体的能量，所以头脑会在那个快感的时候或者是高潮的时候，它会停止那个空隙。
so in the fucking, because the energy moves down from the mind to the body, and when the orgasm comes, and then no thought at all, no thinking at all.
所以那个东西已经成为现代人的麻醉剂。
That's why sex become the drug for modern people.
因为知识一直进化，
Because now people are overloaded with knowledge.
所以性就会一直增加。
That's why modern people need more and more sex.
性本来是生孩子的一个自然的生物本能，传奇的本能。那现在性已经变成不是生孩子，是变成一种麻醉头脑的一种代替品。
Sex should be the instinct of this kind of breeding. But now sex become kind of a substitute.
甚至有时候是安眠药。
Sometimes sex can be used as a sleeping pill.
没有性睡不着。
Without sex, you cannot relax to sleep.
所以这个原因是来自你对头脑太认同的原因产生的。
Because modern people identify with their mind.
其实再深一点，就是你对自己的头脑不了解，所以才会这样。
Or when you make it clear, then it's because you don't understand your own mind.
所以门徒才会产生，
That's why there are sannyasing people.
静心才会有需要，
That's why meditation becomes necessity.
这种机会才会产生。
And then that's why there will be such meeting.
那就是我们要了解头脑，我们痛苦在哪里。
Because we want to understand our mind. We want to understand why we feel painful.
谁主宰了你？
Who is putting us under its control?
你为什么过得不快乐？
Why you cannot live happily?
你为什么很多的干扰和困扰会来？
Why you have so much disturbance and troubles?
所以，我们昨天去山上有一个女人脚受伤，我帮她针下去，她痛了一个礼拜，2个礼拜，那么一针下去，那个痛消失掉，忽然消失掉。
Yesterday we went to the mountain, and then in the restaurant in the mountain, the hostess of the restaurant hurt her ankle, and the ankle was twisted and swollen for and painful for 1 week already. And then when Cuckoo gave her needle, just in a few seconds, the pain suddenly disappeared. And
Yeah.
and she was so shocked and
Yeah.
very happy.
那你的头脑痛40年，
And you also have such pain in your mind for 40 years,
maybe more，
or more than 40 years.
到底是什么？
What is there making you painful?
那你进去找这个头脑，
And if you go into your own mind,
你了解它，
you see through it,
洞穿它，
you penetrate your mind,
那个痛突然消失，
and all of a sudden the pain can be disappear.
你会不习惯的，
And you will also feel shocked
因为你痛40年，
because you have been painful for 40 years.
所以那个痛消失，你会很奇怪。
And all of a sudden the pain disappear, you feel strange.
然后你就会哭，
And then you will cry,
那些东西不会回来，
but
那痛不会回来。
what is gone already. The pain will not return to you.
那你就会嫉妒那些在痛苦的人。
And then you become jealous of those people who are still suffering.
其实这个情景就像那样，你一个东西痛了，忽然好了，忽然消失了，那瞬间很快的那个感觉非常清楚，痛忽然不痛。
So the happening is very similar to this kind of happening to the pain of your ankle. Just suddenly the pain is gone.
所以你要对自己的头脑了解，那么你才有办法治疗，让那个痛消失掉。
So you have to understand your mind so you can give yourself healing and the pain can disappear.
比如说，你背过你抱你的孩子
For example, when you hug your child,
，walking
walking.
long 啊，哦，later，刚开始不觉得重，
In the beginning, you didn't feel he's heavy,
他走久了，
but after you walk for a while,
你放下来，小孩子一放下来，
你先觉得很重了，再放下来。
哎，他很久，然后很重了，就小孩子放下来的时候，你好像是，很轻松一样。
After a while, you feel his weight, and then after a while, you put him down, and then you feel so relaxed.
啊，头脑就好像有一个东西重量在那里，
And we also have something very heavy in our mind,
不然那个重量消失掉，
and suddenly this weight disappears.
哎，那个重量跑到哪里去？
And then you are shocked. Where is the weight gone?
所以你要先了解那个重量是什么，那个一直重复的东西在讲那个东西是怎么样，你了解它。
So you have to understand what is this weight in your mind? What is this pressure here in the mind and which stay here so long?
任何人都把你拿不走，
And nobody can take it away from you
只有你自己可以治疗自己。
except you yourself.
所以一个了解的人，他们是帮助你进入你的头脑，你卡到了，他就帮助你看到，然后如果进去，一直伸进去。因为你太执着的时候，就会碰那个知识，一直碰。那么一个了解的人就说你不要碰它，你就可以过去。所以一个了解的人，他们需要帮你做一个指导，只是点一下而已啊，你就过去了。啊，不了解的时候，你不了解他不了解，他碰这个，他叫你再去碰那个，碰来碰去还是一样。
And usually when a person is fighting with his own mind, it means that this person gets stuck with his knowledge in the mind. And if this person can meet a man with understanding, and then this man of understanding will point out to him where he gets stuck. Because without this pointing out, and then maybe you will go for other solution, and the more solution you try to get, actually you get more blockage in your mind.
比如说，这旁边一个，现在很多人在走路是这样在走，
Many people they walk like this.
还在这边抗争的，一直往后退。
They walk backwards, and then when they go against something
走不动
behind,
怎么走不动？
they cannot go backward anymore, but still they keep fighting with this.
就没你的麦呢？往后走，
Walk backwards.
然后一个了解把你点一下子，哎，看看后面的没有意义，往前走。
And so a member of understanding will point at you. Hey, look, this is meaningless. Move forward. Don't go backward.
让你看到哦，对，后面是壁。
And then when you look backward, you see, oh, this is a wall. There's no way out.
比如说，你们谴责你们的过去，
For example, if you condemn your past,
那就是这样走。
you are walking like this. You are walking backward.
My mother no good. My father no good. My school no good. You say this. 你往后走。
You go backward.
Yeah. Before my mother no like me. He lied my sister. Before my father no give many money for me. Give my sister young brother. Huh? So complain. You just say before. Same this. 说你不要谴责你的过去，你就不会倒退走。
If you stop condemning your own past, then you can stop going backward.
你的生命是一直在往前走，
You have to move onward, move forward.
你的头脑是往过去走。
But the mind tend to walk backward.
你现在已经40岁，
For example, now you are 40 years old,
啊，你回到15岁再抗争你的妈妈对你不好，
and you still getting stuck at the age of 15, fighting with your mother.
你身体一直往上走，走到年轻，一直走到老，但是你的头脑一直过去，一直在长。
Your body keeps walking forward, getting older and older, but your mind walking backward, getting stuck in the memory.
所以你自己要往后走，没办法。
It's your own choice. You choose to walk backward in the mind.
所以不要谴责你们的过去，
So don't condemn your past.
不要谴责你的国家，
Don't condemn your country.
不要谴责你是过得不好、不幸福或什么都不要谴责他，那都是个过程。
Don't even condemn what happened to you in your life, because everything is just a process.
反而要感激，
You should be grateful to whatever happened to you.
你不要认为他们对你不好，你就觉得说就是不好，认同那个不好。不好后面一定还有另外一面好的部分。
No matter what frustration or what kind of mistreat you received in the past, there should be the positive side.
也许他对你不好，你才想要去求做得更好。
Maybe it's because of somebody's mistreating you. That's why you have this impulse to go further
而且比较不依赖他们，
or become independent,
比较依赖自己。
more independent.
但是他对你很好，
But if that person is very nice to you,
也许给你钱，给你房子，什么都给你，
giving you a lot of money, a big house,
结果呢，
and then
你这个世界就稍微变动一下，你就不知道什么叫生存。
and when there is something bigger happening to the world, 然后你就不知道怎么，
到时候发生任何变故的时候，你就不知道怎么生存。
then you don't know how to survive.
所以没有好和不好。
So there's no good or bad.
你在德国一定有第2次世界大战，台湾也发生过。
我说德国一定有
不
第二次世界大战发生过。
德国发生第2次世界大战嘛，台湾也有这种战争，每个国家都有发生过这种现象。
你是说2次大战？The Second World War happened not only in Germany, also happened in Taiwan.
有钱的人，他们就不见得是都孩子，战争来了他们受不了，他们不知道怎么生存。
And the children from the rich family find it more difficult to survive during the war.
贫穷的小孩子反而可以生存。
But children from poor family, they find it easier.
所以没有什么绝对性的东西，记住这句话。
So always see the two polarity of one thing. Don't only see the one side. Always remember to see both sides of one thing.
所以头脑它本来就是这样运作的，不要牵着它。
不要牵着头脑。
不要牵着头脑，不要牵着头脑，也就是不要去牵着你的过去。
So don't condemn your past. Don't condemn your mind.
这样你是在跟自己过不去。
Or you are just mistreating yourself.
比如说，OK， 我比喻我好了。
Take Cuckoo for example.
我妈妈在10000公里以外的那种地方。
His mother now is away from here, 10,000 miles away.
我现在在这边不高兴。
And if he is not happy here, he is 不高兴，生气。
生气。
If he is angry here about his mother,
我妈妈知道吗？
can she feel it?
你妈妈在对岸。
Your mother is on the other shore of the Rhine River, for example.
Yeah. 你现在在这边生气。
And you are angry here.
你妈妈照样大便。
And your mother has no difficulty to shit.
照样大便。
对啊，照样大便啊，
照样吃饭。
也听无，就以后你听无。It means that she still live her life. She will not be disturbed by your anger. 因为她不知道了。
你跑到印度去。
And if you goes to India.
你妈妈这个还带走。
You carry your mother in your mind.
那你在那个进行治疗的课程，没有用的。
And you explode your anger about your mother in a group. But what is the use?
OK， 你说我处理了。
And after that, you say, okay, I have give myself therapy.
回到家。
And then when you go home.
你妈妈跟你讲说，你为什么去那么久？
And your mother asks you, why you stay in India so long?
Fighting come.
And then you start to argue with her.
你管我干嘛？
That's none of your business.
所以你对过去绝对不能谴责，你要看那个过去，都是要帮助你往前走的力量。
So never condemn your past, because whatever happened in the past is your process of learning to go forward.
所以头脑他喜欢从过去这边找来找去的找毛病，无聊，头脑很无聊。
And the mind always feel bored, so the mind like to 找来找去找过去。
用过去找一些东西，让你去那边抗争啊，咱们烦恼，这是头脑的工作。
And the mind tend to find fault with the past to make you worry. Worried.
就是不要让你活在现在。
Because the mind will not let you live in this moment. ，little spicy. Yeah, spicy, huh?
你喜欢咸很对。
这包是辣的。
呀，真香。他喜欢吃那个东西，他慢慢，他遵循自己就行了。
He follow what he needs.
And then?
So what to do when you catch your mind worrying and going round and round? It's good just to take a breath and.
他说：“你如果看到自己的头脑在绕圈子的时候，要怎么办呢？是怎样？就呼吸啊，还是怎样
OK。你可以抓到你的影子吗
？Can you catch your own shadow？” 他不是这个意思。
In the night, I wake up and then I really start thinking, and then it starts going worrying, yeah. And well, I can watch it. Sometimes I can watch it. I see, oh, now you make really too much trouble. So, but it's not that I really can stop it.
他说他，比如说晚上他醒来的时候，他就发现头脑开始在想一件事情，然后就开始绕圈子了，在想一件事情。然后他那时候可以看到了，看到说啊，这个头脑真的是太过分了，一直在绕圈子，在烦恼、自寻烦恼。可是看到是看到，可是不是真的能够停止。
记住一点，头脑绝对不可能停止。
Remember, the mind can never stop.
你要抓到它也是不可能。
And it's impossible for you to catch your mind either. 他是说看到。
其实你本身就看到它了，它是不可能停止。看是另外一个。
So the mind can never stop, and the watching is always there.
因为那个看着是没有语言的。
Because this watching is speechless.
头脑来解释这个看着。
And the mind is explaining for this watcher.
所以就好像头脑就像这个影子。
The mind is like the shadow.
这是你。
This is you, for example.
这是你的头脑。
And that is your mind.
你再怎么变化，这个影子就跟着你的变化。
And the shadow follow you according to what position you take.
你是活的。
And you are flowing and living.
你只要有任何动作，那么头脑就在那边动。
Whenever you move, and then your mind will move with you, the shadow.
所以你把它放着，
把自己放着。
你就静下来，给自己空间。
And if you give yourself some space, to 静下来。
你自己给自己空间。
If you give yourself some space,
你就看着那个影子。
then you can see the shadow.
跟你。
And you yourself.
它是完整的一部分。
Both of them, you and shadow, are both part of the completeness.
它就在那里。
And they are there.
不要抓它。
Don't try to catch it.
不要努力。
Don't make effort.
你就可以了解那个影子是什么样的影子。
Then you can see through the shadow. You know what shadow it is.
OK。影子里面也有影子。
And there's shadow in the shadow.
那就是文字语言。
That is language and words.
头脑没问题。
The mind itself is okay.
那些文字在那边跳动。
But the words and language is jumping everywhere in the mind.
影子没有什么，但是有文字里面，文字就会跳。
The shadow is okay, but in the shadow there's language and words, and this language and words would make rounds.
OK，所以影子会跟文字讲话。 文字也会跟影子讲话。
So the shadow would talk to the language and words, and the language and words would talk to the shadow too.
你是这个杯子，
And you are the glass.
这样你懂吗？
Can you see that?
现在这个小孩子，我们可以看到那么美在这里。
Like this child, we can see him here, so beautiful.
所以他的影子、他的头脑、他的身体跟他的头脑是一致的，就像这个杯子跟影子。
再讲一次。
杯子跟这个影子就像这个小孩子整体的化身，很真实。他什么形状就表现什么形状，他就表达这个形状。
The child in 我听不懂哎，你再讲一次。
现在这个小孩子
一开始讲的比较清楚，但是你再讲一次，一开始讲。
现在这个小孩子，比如说他现在就是那么完整，他看到那个糖果，他就进拿。他头脑就说要进拿，他很真实啊。那么他的头脑都是有进入。
你就是说，他是这个，然后他的头脑是影子，
对
然后他的影子里面没有文字语言，
对
意思没有字
对
约，是不是？
对，没有字眼。
Cuckoo means that if we take this as the child note, and then, of course, the child here and his mind, he has his mind is only here, but in his shadow of his mind,
环境里面的杯子的水，
they just reflect the water of the glass,
所以他就喝，
and then he just drink.
他没有解
There's
释。
not much language and words. There's not much explanation, analysis there.
所以他吃那个糖果，他看到他就过去了。
When he see the cookies, and then he go to the cookies,
结果辣，
and because it's spicy,
然后妈妈指那个果汁，
and his mother point to the juice,
他就进拿，
and then he took the juice,
没有犹豫。
no hesitation.
但是你们都经过，他就是那么真实，
And this is how he behave.
但是你还要经过思考，
But adults, they need the process of thinking.
还问影子里面的文字说可以吗？
So, 影子会问。
影子
The shadow would ask the language and words inside the shadow, saying, "Can I?
对
Can I
吗？
do this? Is it right to do this?
可以，会被笑吗？
Is it good manners to do
会被谴
this?
责吗？
Am I polite?" And
那就是他们的问题了。
so it's here in the shadow, the language and words talking,
你要抓那个干嘛？
and you don't have to catch it. 不用抓它，就知道就好了。
Look， Sam, this ABC?
A.
ABC here. Sam inside many ABC. Look. So 影子里面有字。
So there's words in the shadow.
这个东西是要让你使用的。
And these words are a tool for you to use.
它永远没有办法污染里面的东西。
The language and words cannot pollute your nature,
就是你的本性。
can never pollute your nature.
所以我们永远会觉得说，比如说这是茶，那外面写茶，你永远喝不到内在的茶。
For example, this is a cup of tea, and then if you write the word tea here on the glass, and if you look for the word only,
OK， 那我现在
then
这
you
个，
don't drink the tea.
那现在这个字呢 ，Look，L-O-V-E， OK，
Love.
文字是 love，
In word, it is called love.
但是里面呢，
But how about inside the glass?
所以你说爱是文字的爱，
So when you talk about love, it's in the language and words.
所以每个人里面那个爱是比超越语言的。 你们内在的爱是超越语言。
This inner love, this nature is beyond language.
但是因为文字把它刻在外面，
And because we give a definition in words, and the word is on the surface.
所以你在找爱，
And then you look for this definition of words.
但你就是爱了。
But actually, you are love.
所以你不要对你的梦里面、对你的头脑里面去强烈想要努力抓住它，或者是想要去对它怎么样才可以停止，这是不可能的。你只要了解它就是这样就好了。
所以这个玻璃杯上面有字也是自然的
Yes
你就了解它就好了，
了解就好
你不要去抗拒它。
Yeah.
So actually, this education, this knowledge is also part of us. So all we have to see is our total structure of body, heart, and mind. And since we see that there is knowledge in our mind, and then there will be reflection here in the shadow, in the language and words, and we just see it, and that's enough. We don't have to catch it or fight against it.
这个社会很奇怪，这个社会他们本来就把你这样。
And this is what our society did to us. They split. They split us into two polarity
This is
and
not good.
name one side the positive, the other side the negative.
这个是美的，好坏哈，这个是对，
Yeah, good and bad, right and wrong.
这是错，他都把你刻在外面。
They make this kind of classification around the surface of us.
你就一直在用外面这个东西在对在外面，这个文字在对在外面。
被这个东西盖住。
Yeah.
And then we are covered by these language and words outside. Then we don't feel the inner nature because we are forced to focus on this language and words, knowledge and conditioning and discipline, morality. We are covered by this, and then we don't go into the inner nature.
其实都是自然。
But they are also part of nature.
好也是你，
Because the good is you,
不好也是你，
the bad is you too,
对也是你，
the right is you,
不对也是你，
the wrong is you too.
都是你。
They are all you
同一个杯子，
on the same cup, in the same cup.
都是你。
All you.
OK。你看到这个影子是什么？
I'm come to there's a shadow here on the table.
Yeah, this
Look like an animal,
And this
like a
like a ball，
bird fly. Yes.
但都是手。
But it's all hands. Hands.
Yeah。所以你不要想要去抓那个影子，
Don't try to catch the shadow,
也不要去抓文字，
and don't try to catch the words,
也不要从语言要找到答案，
and don't look for answer through the words.
从文字语言里面进入，
进入是什么意思？
深入那个文字的背后是什么？
Go behind the words and language.
不要停留在文字语言里。
Don't stop on the surface of the words.
这个杯子是用来装茶的，
This glass is for putting tea,
你那个杯子是来装酒的，
and this glass is for wine.
所以那个杯子是个工具。
So the glass is a tool.
你是喝酒还是吃杯子？
So do you drink the wine or eat the glass?
你一定是喝酒嘛，
You drink the wine, of course.
所以那个杯子像以文字语言，
So the glass is like the language and words.
里面的酒
And the wine inside
是什么？是你要的。
is what you want.
一对情侣在公园，
One couple in the park.
然后躲在那个树林里面的一个小椅子。
They are lovers, so they sit in the bush. 在草丛里面啊。
草丛的那个里面。
In the bush, on a chair.
男朋友就说：“我可以亲你吗？”
And the man asked the woman, "Can I kiss you?"
然后那男的再问一次。
And the man asked again, "Can I kiss you?"
那你一直没有讲话。
And the woman still keeps silent.
第3次。
And the third time, the man asked her,
我真的可以亲你吗？
"I really mean it. Can I kiss you?"
女孩子就插这个手这样。
And then the woman
有点生气。
a little bit upset.
然后这男人说：“你是聋子啊。”
跟那个男人说。Then she said to the 男的跟女的说。
Yeah.
And then the man said to the woman, "Are you deaf?" Deaf.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you not hear me?
Yeah. 这个女的说：“你是残障的。”
Yeah, the man asked the woman, because 3 times already he asked her, "Can I kiss you?" And the woman didn't answer. So the man asked the woman,